And what are you expecting to see from this England team, Sue?
From the England team, I expect to see composure. I expect to see them trying to move the ball into space, not necessarily really going for it on the outside, but trying to take Japan on, really running lines from Japan. Who knows what we're going to see? We've not seen them in the World Series. They've put some good rugby together in the Asian qualifiers, of course. Perhaps what's most surprising is there's no World Series debutants in this Japan team. They've not played in it since 2 seasons ago. So very, very experienced, albeit they've not played for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Japan have put a lot of time and resources into developing the Sevens game and the Sevens team. Referee is from Hong Kong, Gabriel Lee. And it'll be interesting to see what the Asian qualifiers taken out of this Japan team, as I said, only a few days ago. But they're here and they're ready to play, and I'm sure they want to give a good account of themselves.
I'm sure they do. For England fans, great to see Heather Fisher back on the pitch. Missed most of the last World Series, a stalwart of the last 2 World Cup campaigns, and at her best, a wonderful ball carrier and tackler.
So it'll be Japan to get us underway. Keep an eye out for Mati Toga Bogi-Dramanidave. And when you say that fast, it could sound like anything. But first touch of the ball for England, and didn't come right from Heather Fisher. In fact, it was a Japan hand that got there first, a knock on, and England will get the scrum.
Yeah, England might be happy with that start there. You have to claim those kickoffs on the full. The ball is in the air for plenty of time, so there's always time to get a shout on it and take it cleanly. Big scrum now.
Not on the net, please. Not on the shoulder, not here. You're by now.
Lee not happy with the bind there on the near side. You can just see Heather Fisher in the England jersey.
Set.
Against Kuwait from Japan. And the feed, and again, pressure on in the set piece. It went straight up.
We English like a game with a lot of scrummages in it.
They do, yeah.
Crouch.
Sevens is unusual to see it though, isn't it?
Bind.
And Fran Matthews is going to feed this one. Second time lucky for England. And to try and get the first attack going. Big tackle in on England's biggest player. Scarrett hit the ground like a sack of spuds there, and England over the 22. Doesn't seem to have shaken him at all. The pass doesn't go to hand. Counter-attack from inside the 22, but what about the Japanese hit on Scarrett?
Huge hit, wasn't it? Here it comes, Emily Scarrett. Great ball carrier, but stopped in her tracks. A high hit and a low hit. Brilliant.
Double team on Scarrett. And she is back on her feet. It takes a lot more than that to bring her down, I can tell you. Another scrum. This is our third one in the space of, what, 90 seconds.
Bind. Set.
There's the feed from Nakamura. And it's out towards Koide. Trying to pump the legs. Tackle goes in. Nakamura once more. Looks for options, but wasn't too many out wide, so she's worked back this near blind side. Decent pass there to Bogi-Dramanidave.
Can I find it to entry? Entry.
In from the wrong side against England, and there she is, Mati Toga Bogi-Dramanidave. I've been saying that for 4 weeks.
Good work, Hugh. That's the number 3, yeah?
That's right. I'm going to call her Bogey for short. OK, line out to Japan, inside the 22. I tell you, it's been an impressive first couple of minutes. Take out the scrums, but Japan are up for this one.
It certainly has, yeah. Japan on top, you'd argue at the moment. England pretty much stuck in their 22, certainly stuck in their defensive half of the pitch.
Can they get the set piece? No, England get up. That's what they do so well. Brilliant rise from Staniford to claim that one, and they can launch a counter attack now. How much gas on the outside has Kay Wilson got? Not enough to beat her marker. Hold down at the 22. We've got one of the Japanese players down injured, so they're down to 6 players at the moment, and England will look to try and take advantage with the overlap taken up by Fisher, the big number 8 on the 10-metre line. Gone backwards, says the referee, forward of a Japanese player. Staniford again, twisting and trying to break cover. Japan still down to 6 players. Can't quite see who's injured at the moment, but England, they don't care, they're getting on with it, and over the line Wilson goes again. She must be sucking for oxygen. That's 2 breaks in the space of less than a minute for her. Quick ball required. Here is Scarrett. There's an overlap here. Straight running and passing should do it, but that one didn't go to hand at all. Taken up the middle though, Wilson Hardy over the 22, and they won't stop her from there. England make the extra number count. Japan down to 6, and are punished brutally by a clinical English attack.
Amy Wilson-Hardy was the breakthrough player for England last season. We saw her do that certainly towards the end of the season. In the end, the pass comes a bounce pass, you might call it. Amy Wilson-Hardy in and out twice. Such a strong runner. No chance for the Japanese defence.
Well, when you spend 4 weeks reciting the name of a Japanese player and she gets injured in the first 2 minutes, Bogani Dramadava has gone off. So that was a waste of time. But anyway, hopefully she's okay. I think it looks like a shoulder or collarbone injury, but substitution back on for France now, and hopefully she's okay. That was the conversion attempt. 7 points to England, and a good start for them after some early pressure from Japan. Scarrett goes up high for this one. Beautiful take, but she couldn't keep her feet off the touchline, and Japan will get the line out.
Yeah, really good take from Emily Scarrett. The kick gave her a great chance to get underneath it, but unfortunately the kick just slightly too long. Not a chance of keeping that in by the time she landed.
Now England stole the first line, and Stanford got up well. Can they manage something similar here? Japan, well, they're really suffering in terms of the height advantage, but that was a clever little play. It's illegal though.
Yeah, lifting early, the Japanese there, so good ball for England.
Katie McLean wastes no time getting on. Scarrett with a little wrap around to McLean. No way through the centre for Japan. You can see the physical advantage that England have. They are huge in comparison to the Japanese team, but England happy just to go through the motions here. Once again, McLean. And once again, she's tackled. Stanford, Scarrett, beautiful bit of creation there with the pass. Tapped it back. Through goes Wilson-Hardy. One try already to her name. Looking for a second. She kicks clear, and she is going to get try number 2. Well, that's all about the strength there from Wilson-Hardy. The first one was about pace. That one was pure force through the legs, and she touches down for England second.
Yeah, you can see Amy Wilson-Hardy playing with real confidence, backing herself. The tap pass just gone from Emily Scarrett. Wilson-Hardy waits for it to settle down, waits for it to bounce. So just as well Amy Wilson-Hardy finished, because she had Michaela Staniford completely free outside on a 2-on-1. But hey, when you've got the power that she's got and the confidence she's got at the moment, who needs her? Absolutely.
And there's another look. 1, 2. Still no stopping her. Underneath the post. And as you can probably guess, the conversion was good, which means that England lead by 14 points to 0. And we've 10 seconds to go at the end of the first half. It's been comfortable so far. Japan losing a player early on, and they're kicking that ball clear. Was there an offside position there? It looked like she was about 5 feet ahead. Advantage replayed to England. The referee agrees. And Japan there just not listening to the call. In fairness to Gabriel Lee, she was screaming for the Japanese winger to stay on side, didn't listen. And Wilson-Hardy takes it into contact. 14 points to 0. Here's Fisher. Looks to straighten. Does she need support? The pass was forward. And really caught between two minds there. Looked like she just a bit of indecision. There is the half-time whistle though. And after a decent start by the Japanese team, it's all fallen apart really, and England have taken control of this game with 2 tries, both from Wilson-Hardy, and they lead by 14 points to 0 at half-time.
Right, so just one change to start off. So Mick off, Fleeto on. Okay. All right. That's just our first one. Listen, good patience with the ball. Okay, that's the main thing. Right, don't force the play. Our speed to the ruck is outstanding. All right, and if we hook 3 quick rucks up, 3 solid rucks up with lots of space, but then just patience. Okay, and don't get loose. Yeah. Little pass there, we're in. We'll go one-handed, ball's on the floor. Alright? So let's be really tight. Lots of respect about what we're doing, okay? Like we say, consistency in what we're saying.
And the space is quite wide, so our right-handers...
Yeah, they're breaking off. The 2 or 3 face, they're really breaking up. So you can step or you can play into the space.
Yeah.
What we need to do is if we're going to go to the edge, probably 2 pivot passes and then deep at 2, okay? But don't be afraid to play through because they are opening up a little bit.
Girls, the second half, real pride in our basic skills, yeah?
Girls, give me 4 minutes, right? I'm going to make changes, okay?
Well, there you go. So change for England, and it's Vicky Fleetwood is going to come in to make her debut, and Michaela Staniford, the player to make way. Looks like she damaged her hand or her fingers.
It did, holding her hand as she came off. Looked possibly a dislocation, in which case it might pop back in. Not particularly nice at the time. It means she won't be out for long, but a great moment for Vicky Fleetwood, debut in the World Series.
English number 7, you can see on the right-hand side of your screen over the far side, lining up to try and take this kick. And Japan really, you know, they need to get their hands on the ball, try and build some phases together. It's not surprising they look a little bit shell-shocked given the week that they've had, but another unforced error there from the restart, and you just can't do that at this level.
No, you need to be claiming those restarts. First of all, take them on the full. You're going to make fewer mistakes if you don't allow the ball to bounce. That's the first thing. Giving the ball away now to England, and lots of space out wide.
Keiko Asami, the Japan head coach. You'll have to watch your team defend again now with the England scrum and Fran Matthews to feed. 4 minutes required from the England players before a couple of changes to come in, so when you know that, it just sets the mind a little bit. And look at that brilliant straight in the running there by McLean, and she almost got through. Here's Fisher trying to bounce off the tackle, gets the offload away. Beautiful hands from England, and they're in once again. Well, this is a demolition job really at the moment, and all made by Fisher there. The beautiful pop pass after taking that tackle.
Yeah, really direct running from Heather Fisher. It was Katie McLean, first of all, spotted the space down the blind side, popped the ball away to Fisher, just direct running. That's what she does so well. Sucks in 2 defenders and pops the ball out to Fran Matthews, who plays wing in the 15s game, so not short of pace. Fran Matthews, the determination on her face to get over the line there. Good try for England, simple, doing the basics well, which is exactly what Emily Scarrett asked them to do, the captain, at half-time. 3
tries, 3 conversions, and if you're a goal kicker, you're always thankful when they're scored underneath the post. All 3 have come from there, and the Japanese supporters, well, not a lot to smile about at the moment, but they're just being outplayed. You got to tip your hat to England. So physically strong and clinical in attack when they've had their chances so far. McLean chips the pass away, dangerous looking one. Just over the halfway line for Wilson Hardy. 2 tries for her. Oh, the interception was on. Telegraphed that one, and Japan almost in, but referee says to play on, and it's taken by the substitute Kato. Still there at the base of the ruck. Japan trying to keep this alive. Kanimatsu, little chip and chase from her. Nobody home for England. Surely they're going to win this foot race. Japan for their first try. Oh no. Could not finish it off. The idea was brilliant, the execution perfect, and just the handling let them down at the last stage. Well, they will be kicking themselves there, Sue.
A great decision though, wasn't it? She looked up, saw that nobody was home and chipped over. In the end, Katie McLean got back just about to spoil it. There she has a look, no one's at home. Kanimatsu chips it over and it sits up nicely, but Katie McLean's there just in time probably.
Crouch.
Well, it looked like a try for all the money in the world until the cover tackle.
Set.
Ball at the back again. And in fairness to Fran Matthews, she did well to get that ball away. Back to scrum half and forward. That was Fleetwood now. Bit of room on this outside line. Needs a bit of help. Matthews gets the pass away. Second time, Fleetwood. A couple of touches for her since she's come on at the start of the second half. Another almost interception. Scarrett spinning out and looks for support runners now. This should be a simple case of hands and feet. In fact, they don't need it. It's going to be a hat-trick for Amy Wilson-Hardy. Surely she's going to get there from here. Just short. No, she touches down over the line. Wilson-Hardy with a hat-trick. England in control. And from defence to attack in the space of 20 seconds.
Could all have been so different, couldn't it? That pass that Emily Scarrett, with her height and size, managed to claim what might have been an interception. Here it goes, that pass out. Oh, so close. But Emily Scarrett's height and size made it for her, and then quite cannily passed the ball off to one of the younger players, Amy Wilson-Hardy, to finish it off for her.
Conversion attempt is good. 4 from 4, 28 points to 0. And this is a bit of a marker, albeit, you know, Japan wouldn't be one of the strongest sides in the tournament. You've got to beat whatever team is in front of you. And England, I'm sure, just relieved to get themselves off the mark. A couple of substitutions coming in. Joanne Watmore, tall number 10 on this near side. She's going to chase this restart. And she's up quickest for the England players. That one's going to go into touch. Which hand did it come off, though?
No touch, blue ball.
Of Watmore? No, in fact, it came off a Japanese player. Bit of confusion there.
White ball.
England ball.
I think the referee didn't see the touch on the blue hand. The touch judge did. So England ball. Yeah, Jo Watmore on the pitch, Alice Richardson on the pitch, Claire Allen on the pitch. So lots of experience. Come on now.
And fresh legs as well in the Dubai Desert Heat. Little switch up the middle. All lining up on this near side for England, but they give away a penalty coming in from the wrong side, according to the referee. Again, the basic mistakes from Japan, letting them down. And England have been ruthless and taken full advantage. Can they get something going? Fleetwood in over the ball to try and wrestle, decides to leave it. Joins the defensive line, and again, Japan just take their eyes off the ball. There's another drop pass. I think this time it was Kanimatsu, or Nakamura, I should say, and the Heat continues to beat down. You can see Heather Fisher taking advantage of the wet towels.
Yeah, England have played fairly well, but Japan have just given the game to them almost, haven't they? So many error after error, just giving the ball back. 12 times the ball's given away by Japan to England.
England have yet to miss a tackle. Japan have missed 8 so far. Here's a little grubber kick through, pops up, but enough cover just about to prevent another England try, and a chance to run this from their own line now. Inside the last 30 seconds, 28 points to 0. The result is not in doubt, but Japan would love to finish with a flourish and get something on the board. They kick it away, though. They give possession straight back to England. Dangerous tactic when you've got the skill and speed that England have. Here's Claire Allen. Tackle on the 22. Japan trying to ruck that off, but there should be an overlap here now. Watmore. Fleetwood looking for a try in her debut, and the handoff is good. She will get a try in her debut. Vicky Fleetwood touches down for the last act of this game, and it's going to be an England try. This is a rout.
Lovely finish in the end from Vicky Fleetwood. Used all that strength, a hooker in the 15s game. Inexperienced in 7s, 50-odd caps in 15s though, so she knows how to play international rugby, gets the handoff out, and she's over the line. Lovely way to start your 7s career.
Richardson with the conversion just to make it a clean sweep. It's an impressive opening for England, you have to say. 5 tries for them, and Japan with nothing in reply. England start perfectly at the Women's 7 Series here in Dubai. 35 points to 0.